Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of September 21st. This week, the City Council received an update on sustainability efforts in Bloomington. We heard from the chair of our Sustainability Commission, Tim Busse, and our Sustainability Coordinator, Emma Struss. For some quick background, the City Council included sustainability as one of its strategic priorities in 2016. We established a Sustainability Commission to work with the staff and the Council to carry out a very important work plan. The Sustainability Commission advises the City Council, staff, and the Bloomington community on policies, practices, procedures, and proposals on sustainability-related issues. The Commission helps to ensure that our natural resources like air, water, energy, land, and ecological resources will be sustained and will continue to provide for a high quality of life for all of us right now, but also for our kids, our grandchildren, and generations to come. One of the Commission's most important projects is the Energy Action Plan. The plan is intended to help Bloomington achieve a number of aggressive, citywide goals by the year 2035. These goals include a 75% reduction in energy-related greenhouse gas emissions, a 95% reduction in electricity-related greenhouse gas emissions, and a 33% reduction in natural gas-related greenhouse gas emissions. It also calls on the community to pursue all opportunities for promoting the elimination of vehicle emissions, including support for electric vehicles, increased public transportation, higher density and mixed-use zoning, more sidewalks and bike lanes, and telecommuting. We're very early in this change process. We've just started to measure the impact of our work. Bloomington is one of only 30 cities in the state to reach Step 4 in the Minnesota Green Step City program. Step 4 of the 5-step system means that we're measuring and reporting on more than 50 performance metrics. The Green Steps program includes 29 best practices in the areas of buildings and lighting, land use, transportation, environmental management, and resilient economic and community development. I'm very proud that our staff and the Sustainability Commission is measuring and reporting on 21 of the 29 best practices. Folks, this work is important. Climate change is real. Our environment is changing globally and locally, and we need to take steps to both prepare for the effects of a changing climate, such as warming winters, increased heavy rainfall events, and extended heat waves, and also to adjust our city operations to reduce the impact on the climate. We also have an obligation to work with our business community and our residents to help everyone understand what steps can be taken to reduce energy consumption, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and make sustainable living a habit. Fall is just a couple of days old, but early voting for the November general election has already begun. And we know that this year is going to be especially challenging for a number of reasons. The first is the most obvious. The pandemic is going to change our processes just a bit. But rest assured that we will provide a safe, secure, and accessible election here in Bloomington. If you want to cast your vote ahead of Election Day, you can vote in person at Civic Plaza every day, Monday through Friday, during business hours, right up until Election Day. And in the week before the election, there will also be Saturday voting hours. You can also drop off your absentee ballot in Civic Plaza if you aren't comfortable mailing it in. Now, having said that, I want to assure you that returning your ballot through the U.S. mail is safe and secure. As long as you don't wait until the last minute, your mailed ballot will absolutely be counted. New this year, we will have a ballot drop box in the parking lot of Civic Plaza. We're still working to get the structure in place and installed, so look for more information about how to use this drive-up feature in the next week or so. We all know that this is going to be an election like none other. Voter intensity is running high, and my prediction is that we are going to see record voter turnout. By not waiting until Election Day, you can avoid the crowds and vote on your own terms. I also want to say this. Elections in Minnesota are widely recognized as being among the best run in the country. Ignore all the conspiracy theories intended to undermine confidence in our elections. In Minnesota, we have a long history of efficient, fair, and clean elections. Much of that is because we have very knowledgeable election administration in the city of Bloomington and across the state, and we also have top-notch election judges. These election judges are your neighbors. Many of them step up year after year to serve. They work long hours and they do a great job. Whenever you vote, be sure to thank your election judges for the work they do. And while we're talking about the election, remember there are 3 local questions on the ballot this year related to organized collection and ranked choice voting. Make sure your voice is heard. I know I've spent a lot of time over the past few months talking about the city's budget. Well, this week the City Council worked through a few of our internal service fund budgets. We review more than 30 different fund budgets every year, and that's in addition to the general fund budget, where most of the direct city services like public safety and public works are funded. Our Community Budget Advisory Committee is working on the general fund budget right now. They're putting together options to balance our budget in 2021. Options that will be presented to the City Council in November. But before we see it, you get a chance to weigh in. Mark on your calendar the dates of October 15th and October 17th. We'll be hosting community input meetings via Zoom so residents can provide direct feedback on the options being considered by the Budget Advisory Committee. We mean it. Your voice is important. We need to hear what you have to say. Plan to attend one of those sessions in October. Well, that's a wrap on this week's Council Minute. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Be well and stay safe, Bloomington.